know, you guys crack me up. Well, it is nice to have you back home, honey.
Yeah.
Uh, all right, I'm going to give you guys a little background on Tanner, even though we can't see his face. I'm sad about that. It is his birthday. A lot of you guys know who Tanner is. He's been with us, I don't know, Tanner, how many years have you been here? You better put that on. The uh, how did Tanner get here? I don't know how he got into
A phone
off-roading.
call.
He asked. He was going to talk about that himself, but how did he get here? He got here because he called me one day. He was in college. He says, "I have a friend. I said I needed an internship, and he said I should call you. Isn't that right, Tanner?" And then I said, who are you, and what are you going to do for me? It's pretty much been since then. He came out, did his internship, moved in for a while, which that's a whole other story we'll let Tanner talk about someday. Stayed with us for a few years. I don't even know how many years. Moved back to Indiana, and um, he's worked for 1 year for somebody. He came and because of COVID, we got to set things up. So Tanner still lives in Indiana, and now he works for us remotely. He'll be back out here this next week. Yep, 2016. Wow, 2016?
We already have one
Wow.
tanker on SDS.
Oh, yeah?
Don't wait. It's going to be a 6 Jeep group.
You know, it's funny, Tanner, when you make a post on here, I got every option to do everything. Delete, hide you, ban you from the page, but I can't make you join our audio. And we won't be doing this again. Maybe a little later this afternoon, we'll try it with my cell phone. Oh, there, everybody gets to see Tanner's face. Look at that. Look at him in his happy place.
His mobile office.
His mobile office. I can't figure it out either, Tanner. So maybe what we'll do is try to do a little. Oh yeah, there's his big cheesy smile. Bob's finding pictures so everybody can know. This is when you call and talk to somebody at TNT. I'm trying not to get a glare on there. That's Tanner. Look at that. Look at that smile on that boy. That was in Colorado,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Top of red cone.
Byron, nice to see you on here. David, is there still an audio delay or did it pick back up again? It should be fine. That's got a good speaker right here. Oh, gosh, all these phone calls. I think since this didn't seem to work the way it was supposed to work, so, unfortunately.
I don't know if you can see the board behind me, and even if you can read it. Obviously, happy birthday, Tanner. Some new parts, JLJT. I'll read it for you because I wrote it. Expedition Series front bumper. It is a sunken winch mount.
Yep, we went over that. Yep.
So that's here real quick. We had some production delays because our table went down, so we're running pretty hard right now to try and dig out of that hole. And new bill, Jason's got the 392 muffler skid. I guess you guys talked about that last week when I was in the desert. That should be installed next day or two.
Thankfully, yeah.
And then builds Spartacus 2.0, the Diesel.
Is that what you're going to call it?
I don't know. That just makes sense. We're got a whole pile of stuff that's getting ready to go on that and turn it into a.
We're gonna have another contest. We'll get you a new name.
And then we're still working on the coilover CJ7.
We're almost done with that. We got to get the fenders. We got to get the fenders.
We got to get it back on the floor and start building fenders for it, and that one should be just about wrapped up in a couple of weeks.
Happy eviction day to your mom. Who you kicking out, Jessica? What kind of conversation did I miss here?
So yeah, that's kind of what we got going around here. next for exploring
Lewis
trip
asked
is.
how was for exploring. Of course, I
It
bet you
was
guys.
spectacular. Stand by. We had a lack of a cameraman on this trip because David didn't go, so we're gonna have to piece together a video from
Tanner's
pictures.
28. 28.
I did get a little dash cam footage and some really spectacular saguaros. So we'll feed that in there.
Oh.
Can we talk about the same thing at the same time?
Oh, no, because this wasn't supposed to be about all that. It's supposed to be about Tanner and his birthday.
Happy birthday, Tanner.
We created the event last week. That's Crystal said that's how we connected. Mm.
So, well, yep. We'll figure this out in the future.
Yes, yes. I'm reading all these comments that people have put up on here. You guys are cracking me up. So, you got your El Camino. Your next trip, is it posted yet?
Yep. We have one space still available for Mojave meandering. I'm going to take a tour of the Mojave Desert. We're staying with the desert theme since it's freaking cold up here and you get the hell out of this. Got up this morning to like -6 or 7 or what the hell ever it was. It was cold. Hence the sweatshirt today.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Tanner says I could call him on Teams.
So if we go back to the desert in March, we have one space open. And then Spring Expedition is in May for my birthday. That one is oversold. So, but it'll be a good crew. Got a bunch of good friends and new clients.
I wonder.
On that one.
I got Tanner on the phone.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I actually, did you answer on your phone or on your computer? There.
No one can see him.
Now we got Tanner. You guys want to see him on my phone?
Wave, Tanner.
Wave, Tanner. Tanner, there he is. Poor guy. This is my little Tanner. So, you got any great words of wisdom to say to everybody about TNT, Tanner?
Speak up.
Uh-oh.
There's
what happened?
Delay.
No, I muted it. Or there, he muted himself. It wasn't me.
I muted myself.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any words of wisdom.
No? What's your favorite thing about working for TNT, Tanner?
Well, you want the suck up to the boss's answer, or do you want the other answer?
Well, just be honest.
Well, the suck up to the boss's answer is working with you guys. The other answer is obviously meeting. Well, it's a combination. It's just like when you guys would come back east here. It's meeting all the people, but getting to go wheeling and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's why everybody wants that job of yours. They all want to go wheeling, right?
Yeah. It's not all rainbows and unicorns all the time. It's
rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah. It's a lot of people think it's just wheeling, but it's not. There's a lot of other stuff that goes along with it. And I think anyone in the off-road industry knows that. Like, a lot of people think it's just going wheeling all the time and that stuff, but it's much more than that.
Gotta pay to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and there's long nights of work or trying to figure something out, or it's not a 9-to-5 job. At least I don't consider it a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, me neither. And you're coming back out in a couple weeks, right? You'll be back out here, the 10th, I think you said, right? And then
the 10th I leave the 24th.
Yeah. Any of you guys that are on here have any questions for Tanner? I mean, it's kind of a weird setup here today, but at least we got him on here a little bit.
Well, and I don't have it turned on, so I'm not even reading the comments because there was a delay.
Yeah. There's nothing. A lot of happy birthday wishes for you. You know.
Oh, thank you guys.
So
you were gonna say, or you kind of talked about how I got. Like Mary said, Bob said, I literally just called, and then said all the stuff about the internship and everything, and then when I came out there, it was your 50th birthday, if I remember correctly, Bob. And you guys were somewhere in Utah, I think, or
on a trip for sure. Yeah.
Yep. So Jason, they let me in the house, and I mowed your guys' lawn. I remember that because
good guy.
It was long, and B, I was just like, I went to college 45 minutes away from home. My parents brought me out there. We trailered my Jeep out, and then essentially, you guys showed up. I had mowed the lawn with this little electric plug-in mower that I found in the back of the garage.
That thing was.
It didn't work very well. And then I think the first thing, so I'm 16 hours away from home. I just met you guys, and then I think Aaron and Jason came over. Charlie was, I don't know,
2, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. She was pretty small, and one of the first things I remember Bob saying to me once everyone had left the house, he looked out at my Jeep and went, "Does your Jeep even drive?" And I'm like, yes, it does. And I think he said something like, "I'll be the judge of that," or something like that. So, and according to our standards, it did not drive very well.
No. That's funny.
Funny. Lifted short arm Jeeps not a good deal.
Yeah, it was a short arm lifted Jeep on 33s, never re-geared. I did a frame swap on it the summer before. And then other than that, I started working for you guys. I helped the first day I was there. We did powder coating. And it took me like 2 weeks before I would confidently answer the phone. But I wore the floor out between the front office and Bob's office or the guys in the back because I just had to ask questions. So I just put them on hold. I had this.
Yeah, we didn't have the phone
along the lines of I'm new here. Let me go ask so that way you and I can learn together or something like that. And most people were like, yeah, go ask questions or whatever. But I wore the floor out walking back and forth.
Yeah. And believe it or not, we didn't all coordinate this morning, and we all have matching hoodies on today. All the different TNT stuff we could be wearing, and we're all matchy. So you've been off-roading for quite a while. It's in your blood. It's who you are. When people call, they know that that's the face that's going to greet them now, and that's who's going to answer all their techie questions, because that ain't me. That's Bob, that's Tanner, it's Jason, and get people steered in the right direction. And this next year, hopefully, you're going to be out on the trail. Lots of people are going to see you because you got a few events that you're planning on going to, and
we're going to try to be on the East Coast more.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm coming out to South Dakota because that's our event essentially. But we're going to try to be. I have a few events up and down the East Coast. Taco tour. There's a stretch 2-door JK event at Roush Creek in May. There's an event at Field and Forest up in New Hampshire, and those are all back to back to back. So I'm just going to stay on the East Coast.
Badlands Off-Road Park is saying, Tanner. Are you going to go to Badlands?
Oh, yeah, I'll be at Badlands. I'm going to try to make it to Naxja. the extra
Extra.
event on May 3rd and 4th. I'm gonna push real hard to try to do that, but right now my Jeep is in a million pieces.
Yeah.
The frame's out from under it. The motor is sitting here because I'm waiting for parts to come in for it. I ordered parts. I decided to change different directions, so I sent those back, and I'm waiting for the new ones to come in because we're gonna bore. I'm gonna bore 20,000. I'm not. The machine shop's gonna bore 20,000ths over, just so it new, fresh, everything. Right. So it doesn't sound like a diesel going down the trail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, see, between that and your trailer, you got plenty of work to keep you occupied, huh?
Yeah, and Alex's Jeep.
Oh yeah.
TSC system showed up for his.
Yeah.
And he wants to do a Rubicon transfer case in it like mine. So we're gonna do that. And
Good.
then I have another Jeep here that I have to do an alignment on, and it's getting a front Guardian bumper. So we're gonna. There is a pocket in Indiana of people with TNT stuff on it. We're gonna keep spreading it out. So there's about 6 Jeeps driving around that has the front Guardian, and hopefully more here soon.
Good. Good. Well, that's good. That keeps you employed.
Yeah. So,
all right. I don't know. What do you think? Not a whole lot more. I'm getting hungry, and Tanner probably getting hungry. And
I
was gonna say, yeah, it's after lunch for him.
Yeah. A couple hours ahead. So, and what do you got plans for big birthday celebration tonight? What are you gonna be doing tonight?
So my family, we're going to what's called the Lucky Moose, and it's just a restaurant bar. It's actually the bar is the Lucky Moose, and the Lucky Turtle is the restaurant, but they're together.
Oh goodness! And it's just like a sports bar, regular.
Yeah.
Bar, yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Well, that sounds fun. It was Alex's birthday, who works here. It was on Friday, and he was gone. He went out of town Friday to celebrate his birthday, and then I forgot to make him his cheesecake that I said I was going to. So I told him that I'm going to try to make it tonight, and then we'll just sit and eat cheesecake and celebrate you and Alex at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. How's Jason coming on the two-door stretch stuff?
Well, you got the table back up and running, and so that was a mission, getting a few things cut, and then he's got a lot of it in CAD.
Most of it's drawn.
So he's going to be getting that going here pretty quick. We'll get the 392 out of here, and then that'll be back up in his priority list. So.
Yep, and once that, I know we talked about it. We can tell people on here. It's going to be. The corners are the biggest thing that a lot of people have been asking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, our suspension is going to be on it as well. But we're going to do the same thing with the corners that we've done with the JK. Is the blanks, the 8-inch, the 6-inch, and then there'll be a Guardian variant of the 8-inch and 6-inch.
Yeah.
Because those fit. Because I had a 2-door in here a couple weeks ago. And essentially it
wanting to stretch it.
Yeah, you can definitely get an 8-inch stretch, and I've talked to a couple other our competitors essentially, but they're only competitors when it comes to suspension, and they want some corners as well for a stretch. They've had people ask them about suspension.
Yeah. So, I think it'll go over good. We'll be getting lots of video. We got Tammy should be coming in on a regular basis, getting video and photos. So hopefully you guys get to see a whole lot more of that happening. Somebody assigned to that duty, so we should be good.
Yep. So.
Alrighty.
Sorry I couldn't show everyone my shop and stuff and what's going on with my Jeep. But
maybe
we'll have to figure this out for next time.
And Crystal said we did it through an event, so maybe we have to create the event, and then that's how we did it. We're at, so we'll remember that for future. We want to try to do this every third Tuesday, correct? Every third Tuesday we're going to try to have a guest speaker with us. So we'll have to create that event and have that. We can create them now.
February 16th, we will be, me and Bob, or Bob and I, pardon my grammar, will be on the Light Bar and Lockers podcast.
Oh, yeah. Bob didn't know that, I don't think, unless you told him. Oh, okay.
So yeah, he did. I messaged him to make sure it was okay.
You don't know everything.
And then we're trying to do some other podcasts as well.
Yeah.
Like calling out Jake, who works in the back, that still hasn't let me on his podcast yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and
he's
then,
pretty sensitive.
I don't know if you guys have ideas of people you want to come on the live, or
that's
a podcast that you want us to be on, or something like that. Shoot us a message or email us or whatever. We're always we need people to come on the TNT Live. We haven't really made that list yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
We can definitely include who you guys want to see.
Yeah. Jake just said ha about being on his podcast. Yeah. So
I mean, he wasn't the first one to build Toyota parts at TNT. Did you build any Toyota parts before my blue truck, Bob?
Way back in the day, yes.
Way.
I had an 85 solid axle that I built some stuff for.
Yeah, but that was not here.
TNT.
That was pre-TNT even, yeah. So.
I mean, a 1986 Toyota truck, two-door JK sliders, the length on those are perfect for that. So I have a set of those on my truck.
Jake's building a Toyota bumper today. He's got a local guy came in and said he had parts and pieces, and he was like, I can't put this puzzle together, so they're paying Jake to put it all together today. So that's what's going on. But anyways, we've got this long enough. Everybody tell Tanner happy birthday, and he'll be out here in a couple weeks, so we'll do another live with him when he's here in a couple weeks. And till then, next week we're going to highlight a product. The first Tuesday of the month we're going to highlight a product. I don't know what that is yet, but
I would say it was on the list. I think we were going to do fenders, weren't we?
Oh, okay, I don't remember. I'd have to look.
Okay.
I have to look. And so we'll highlight a product next week, and then we go from there. Try to lay it out a little more planned. Sorry for this video plan not working the way it was supposed to. But here we are. So you guys have a good week. Got any more to say, Bob? No? All right. Toodaloo. We'll see you all again next time. Bye, Tanner.
Bye.